Alright, I want to talk about with the withdrawal symptoms that you get once you quit blood and starch if you are strong enough to do it cold turkey. Yeah, your body has a chemical dependency to, you're cooking meat, so it has a chemical dependency to the blood and pus, because yeah, you create chemicals once you cook things. So it basically like is akin to pus, or basically the acidity level of what come the juices from the meat that you cook is like similar to that of piss, so, or urine, whatever. So most people when they get, did you burp? Hell. Most people when they that's too funny, yo. Most people when they get off the garbage, they be like, oh, my body needs this. It's I'm not feeling as well. I know you're getting off of drugs. You're getting off of sugar, which is starch. That's a drug. You're getting off of blood. Dead animals. Basically, the chemicals that you create are drugs when you cook it and everything. And it's gonna be a process. It's just like getting off of any drug. It might not be that pleasant. So people need to really work through that withdrawal. Like you can't. It's not gonna. Egypt wasn't built in a day. So when you quit, it's not gonna. It's not gonna just turn around in a day like boom. Like even Dr. Sebi, he was 300 pounds. He fasted for 90 days. All he drank was water and tea, and he fasted for 90 days, and then he went through some hell basically in that first couple weeks, because it's rough when you stop. It's rough. And another thing too, like if you're getting evaluated by standardized homeopathic practitioners or allopathic practitioners, they're gonna evaluate you regardless of what you are, who you are, male or female. They're gonna evaluate you based on the standard of a Caucasian male. And you go in there and you get your blood pressure, and they say, oh, you're 120/80, which is supposedly good for the Caucasian male, but for you it might not be the case, whatever race you are. So you go in there with that blood pressure and you think, oh, I'm healthy. They say I'm healthy because they said that I'm healthy based on this standard that isn't mine. And you were already sick. You were sick when you got there. So health is not just health. It's different for different people. That's why the Indians have the Ayurvedic system of medicine. Like there are multiple different systems of science, medicine, math that we are ignorant to, and we're just told that those things are worthless or silly. So you really need to study self, learn self as much as possible, because we're not all the same. What's outside is inside. So we're not all the same on the outside, so we're not all the same on the inside. Like our kidneys are not all shaped the same, they're not all the same size, they're not all the same color, and they're not in the exact same places in some cases either. So health is not just health for everybody. It's not the same situation for everybody. So if you know yourself, you'll know more about everything in general, and you'll know what your health is. And people always want to say like, oh, what do you do for carbs and all these things, or energy for events and all that. Well, first of all, if I have something coming up or I know I'm gonna work out, the food that I eat the day before is the food that I'm going to be running off of in the event the next day, because the food will have assimilated into my body, and I'll be using that energy. The food that I'm eating, I might get quick bursts of sugar if I eat something high sugar, like a fruit or something, but really that speeds up the digestion and pushes the other food through my digestive system, and that's I'm getting the energy off of that more so than anything. So really, that's all I wanted to say. You got to get through those withdrawal symptoms. You can't just be like, oh, I was vegan for 4 days and I didn't like it, and now I can speak. No, you can't speak on it. You need to really do it. You were eating garbage for decades, and you know what that does. You know the damage that does. Evaluate your grandparents. Evaluate them. Compare them to Mimi Kirk or any of the people on my website in the food for thought section. The 70+ year people that are vegans. Just compare and contrast your grandparents to those people, and see where do you want to be when you're 70? Do you want to be miserable? And health is wealth. Take care of your temple. That's all I wanted to say, man. Look at this weather out here. Look at the palm trees and whatnot. But yeah. that's really about it, man. That's all I wanted to say, man. You make it through the withdrawal and stop being a punk, man.